past, like
Well,
way in the
everything's from the
past.
past. Of course, you're not convicted of anything from the future yet, but you've got cases dating back to '06.
Yeah.
I mean,
I'm trying to go
you've had
to
20 years to get
prison.
your act together and you're not doing it.
A man already struggling with addiction stood before the court after drug and theft charges piled up against him. As the judge reviewed his long criminal history, the courtroom grew silent. Instead of excuses, the judge demanded change, warning him that after 20 years of arrests, time was finally running out.
People against Schultz, Derek Michael Schultz, 26W8418428 and B and C. Mr. Crawford, your appearance.
Good morning, Your Honor. Michael Crawford representing Mr. Schultz. Mr. Schultz, please state your name for the record.
Derek Michael Schultz.
I have a possession of a controlled substance charge. I have a possession of drug paraphernalia, and I have a retail fraud charge. As I understand, first of all, does he stand mute and waive formal reading on those?
Yes, Your Honor.
All right, so I'll enter not guilty pleas form. Now, as I understand, he's going to plead guilty to possession of drug paraphernalia and attempted retail fraud. Is that true?
That's correct, Your Honor.
All right. And sir, state your name again nice and loud for me, please.
Derek Schultz.
All right, so if you plead guilty, did you hear what your lawyer said?
Yes, Your Honor.
If you plead guilty to drug paraphernalia possession, the possible penalties are up to 500 fines, 90 days jail, costs, or all those. If you plead guilty to attempted retail fraud, the possible penalties are up to 250 fines, 45 days jail plus costs, or all of those penalties. Do you understand that?
Yes, Your Honor.
And if you plead guilty to those two charges, I'm going to go ahead and dismiss the retail fraud charge on motion of the prosecutor. And I'm also going to dismiss the possession of a controlled substance on motion of the prosecutor, if you understand that.
Yes, Your Honor.
Now, you are presumed innocent. They have to prove you guilty beyond a reasonable doubt. You have the right to remain silent. You have the right to trial by court or jury. You have the right to question their witnesses, to bring in your own, to use the subpoena powers of the court to bring in those witnesses. Mr. Crawford, what are you doing? Are you
I'm
on something
listening, Your
else?
Honor.
Are you on something else?
No, Your Honor.
I thought you were talking to somebody. I didn't know.
I'm looking at a file while I'm listening to you, Your Honor.
Okay. If you plead guilty, you're going to be giving up all those rights, and we're not going to have a hearing or a trial. Do you understand that?
Yes, Your Honor.
You understand you're waiving your right to a trial by pleading guilty. You're waiving the presumption of innocence. You're waiving the requirement that they prove you guilty beyond a reasonable doubt. Do you understand that?
Yes, Your Honor.
All right. To the charge of possession of drug paraphernalia, how do you plead?
Guilty, Your Honor.
To the charge of attempted retail fraud, how do you plead?
Guilty, Your Honor.
Were you in the Home Depot store on Allen Road in the city of Woodhaven on February 3 of 26 at
Yes, Your
8:13 p.m.? Yes?
Yes, Your Honor.
And were you in possession of drug paraphernalia? And if so, what were you in possession of and what did you use that paraphernalia for?
Yes, Your Honor. It was a water pipe for LSD.
All right. And did you commit the offense of retail fraud?
Yes, Your Honor.
So I'll ask you again, to the charge of retail fraud, how do you plead?
Guilty, Your Honor.
Did you attempt to take property or did you take property that was offered for sale without paying for it, the intent to permanently deprive the owner, Home Depot, of that property?
Yes, Your Honor.
What did you take?
I didn't take nothing, but I was going to take some drill bits.
Some what? Drill bits?
Yeah, but I didn't take them.
Well, you must have taken something, right? Or not. You didn't put those in your pocket or conceal those initially in any way?
Yes, Your Honor. I did,
But you
but
didn't get
I
past
took
the
them
point.
out
Hang on, slow down. But you didn't
Oh,
get past
sorry.
the point of where did you put those?
in my pocket, sir.
All right. And then, but you didn't get past the register, I think is what you're telling me, correct?
Correct. Yeah, correct, Your Honor.
Somebody apprehended you in the store before you got
Yes, sir.
past the register?
Yes, Your Honor.
But at the time that you put those items in your pocket, did you intend to deprive Myers of Home Depot of that property?
Yes, Your Honor.
Right now, are you on probation or parole?
No, Your Honor.
Anybody force you to plead guilty or promise anything to induce you to plead guilty other than a dismissal of the controlled substance charge and retail fraud charge?
No, Your Honor.
Okay, I'm going to find the pleas have been made voluntarily and understandingly. I'm accepting the plea to attempted retail fraud and drug paraphernalia. I'm dismissing the retail fraud charge. I'm also dismissing on motion to prosecute possession of a controlled substance. Why is he in custody and for how long, Mr. Crawford?
Your Honor, my client is in custody for another drug possession charge, Your Honor. It's pending. He's in the process of working out a plea agreement there, but it's based upon getting things at least resolved here, Your Honor. My client admits he's got a drug problem. He's trying to get into drug treatment, and he's taking responsibility for that by pleading guilty now and to the other matter. He's been in custody now already, Your Honor, for 2 months.
That happened after this case or
Yes,
before?
Your Honor.
Yes,
It
Your Honor.
happened, it happened before this case, Your Honor, but the warrant came out when I got picked up for this case. They picked me up from Woodhaven.
Do you live on Buff Street in New Haven?
No, I live in Rochester now.
Okay, can you give me the address?
591 Lesperance Drive.
You're gonna have to spell
LES.
that. Hang on. 591 what?
Lesperance, Lesperance.
Westbridge Drive in Rochester Hills, is it?
Yes, sir. 48307.
What kind of a bond does he have on that case, Mr. Crawford, out of Calhoun?
Your Honor, I'm not exactly sure. Sir, could you state what your bond is?
25,000
Cash?
cash.
Would the court consider sentencing my client to the time served?
This is a bad record.
Well, he's got a drug problem, Your Honor. He's been plagued with it for some time, and he's trying to get it in order now, but he
Wow.
doesn't deny it.
Yeah, I've never been. I do have a record. It's from the past. Like
Well,
way in the
everything's from the
past.
past. Of course, you're not convicted of anything from the future yet, but you've got cases dating back to 06.
Yeah.
mean,
I'm trying to go to
You've had 20 years to get your act together and you're not doing it.
I recently went through a divorce a couple years ago and kind of fell off the deep end. I'm not making
Well, you've been
excuses
off the
for my
deep end
actions,
as far as
but
I can tell since 05 or 06. I mean, not many women are going to want to stay with somebody that's constantly in prison or jail. I mean, they're out
That's what I'm
there. They'll
trying-
still do it, some of them, but this
that's why I'm
record's
trying to
bad.
get
All right,
rehab.
look, I don't want to sentence them. I want to look at this. I'm not going to order a pre-sentence report. Let me think of what I'm going to do here. When is Mr. Crawford here again, Heather? Are you here in 2 weeks?
I should be, God willing.
Yeah, Judge, he is our Woodhaven House Counsel.
I'm going to do sentence date April the 15th. You tell me what's best time for them to put him before a camera if you know.
They seem to be I just notified them on Friday of this date because I was notified he was in Calhoun County, and they got him on today, so they seem to be pretty flexible.
Well, what time do you want it? What time did you set this one?
8:30.
Well, let's do the same, 8:30. Boy, you got to get your life in order. You're only, what, 38? Pardon? 37.
Your Honor.
I'll just let it go with that. I would like to see Heather, if we can get something just confirming he's in custody on that and has been for whatever length of time on that 25,000 cash bond, but I'm not ordering a screening. I'm not ordering a pre-sentence report. Good luck. We'll see you back
Judge,
here.
do you want to put a bond on this one?
Oh, I forgot to do that. Thank you. See, that's a good thing, Mr. Crawford. You surround yourself with smart people and then they can correct your mistakes.
Absolutely.
Good job, Heather. All right. I'm going to make it. Thank you very much for reminding me. All right. I'm going to give you a personal bond, $5,000. Don't take that the wrong way. I'm probably just going to end up giving him credit for time served. It sounds like he's got a lot of other fish to fry here.
Yes.
No alcohol or controlled substances, not to enter any Home Depot, not to enter any Home Depot. You cannot leave the state without the consent of the court or violate a law. You must appear in court as directed. Also, again, so no alcohol, no illegal drugs, no marijuana, cannot leave the state, cannot violate a law. You must appear in court as directed. You're not to go near Home Depot, any Home Depot. Do you understand that?
Yes, Your Honor.
We'll sentence you in a couple of weeks, okay? Thank
Yes,
you.
Your Honor.
Let's call him in,
Thank you.
Mr. Urick. All right, I don't have the file, Mr. Bunch of other ones, 14B 75335B, C, and 13B 108365B. What do you think of the thing?
Dismissed, go off.
I'm sorry?
Dismissed, go off.
I'm not amused. Tell me your name.
Oh, yes.
You haven't been here on these. I mean, I realized you were here a couple of weeks ago for arraignment, but boy, I can't believe somebody let this go for 12 years. You met with the prosecutor on 335A. You're going to plead guilty to driving on a suspended, true?
Sorry.
If you do that, the possible penalties are up to 500 fines. You didn't have a lawyer today, did you?
Yeah, Mr. Crawford, I call his not answering. There he is.
You're on the Michael Crawford representative, defendant.
All right, so I didn't realize you were on this one. These are up to 500 fines, 93 days jail, costs are all those on the suspend charge. Do you understand that?
Yes, sir.
And then we're going to conduct contempt hearings on the B and C files unless you tell me he's got the money. I'm not amused at all in the least with him.
He does have the money, Your Honor. It's in the safekeeping of the court by way of his bond paid.
Good, good. And then what are we doing on the case out of Brownstown?
Your Honor, there are two cases. He's going to be pleading guilty to the first case. I'm sorry.
Boy, they're getting awful nice back there, huh?
And the second will be dismissed, Your Honor.
That's the one out of Brownstown, right?
Correct. They're both are both criminal offenses suspended on.
Yeah, you're right. All right. All right, so if you plead guilty on 14B 75335A, the B file, B 108365B will be dismissed, and then we'll deal with the contempt charges. Do you understand that, sir? I can't hear you. Words you just said. And you understand if you plead guilty, the possible penalties again on this are up to 500 fines, 93 days jail. Costs are all those 2 points. Do you understand that?
Yes, sir.
All right. Again, today, did you sign, read, and understand the advice of rights?
Yes, sir.
If you plead guilty, you'll be giving up all those rights, and we're not going to have a trial. Do you understand that?
Yes, sir.
To the charge driving on a suspended license, how do you plead?
Good.
On December 16 of 2014, were you operating a motor vehicle in Pennsylvania east of Dixon, Brownstown at 7:07 a.m.?
Yes, sir.
Was your license suspended?
Yes, sir.
Are you on probation or parole?
No, sir.
Anybody forced you to plead guilty?
No, sir.
Please accept it to that charge. I'll go ahead and dismiss on motion of the prosecutor 13B 108365B. And I will sentence you on this. And I will apply the bonds to the extent he has them for the remaining cases. He owes 428 plus 362, which is 790. Plus 296, so he's up to $1,086, and then he's gonna have this one to pay. Does he have bonds to cover all those?
His bond should cover those, Your Honor. You paid $1,200, Your Honor. So if I did the math, I believe he got.
Yeah, but he's still got this one for me to sentence him on. Right?
Well, that's true. Intent matters. For however you sentence him, he's gonna need a short payment arrangement that have anything to do with his paid tomorrow. We'll discuss that. The $1,200 wiped him out to the Honor, but he gets paid tomorrow.
Why would you take this long? Come and take care of your business.
Oh, I don't have no excuse,
I can't hear.
I said, I don't have no excuse. I apologize.
It's not my favorite answer, but that's a good answer. My favorite answer would be for you to show up on time, but at least you're not telling me it got lost and. Go ahead. What else do you want to say?
Well, nothing, Your Honor. Again, my client submitted he was wrong here. He's learned from it. Financial lesson. He's just trying to get his license in order to move forward, keep his good job, keep moving.
Where does he work?
He work against the
FHI,
What do you do there?
close the dock,
Okay. How old are you?
41.
All right. Anything else?
No, Your Honor. He just like the opportunity to propose a payment arrangement. He'll take care of this. It's good busy.
100 fines, 250 costs, 75 victims' rights. $50 justice assessment, 475 for 90 days on the suspend. And I just want to make sure. Yes, it is in his name. He has 6,010%. So he'll need, so this will satisfy this case and he'll have an extra
He does
75.
have, he does have clearance fees on these cases also, Judge.
Right, so he had $540 to apply since it's a 10% bond. So he has 65 left on that bond, and then on the other bond, he's got 540. So he has in total 540 plus 65, plus 65, which is 605. So am I right, Heather, that on 335B, he owes 428?
On 335B, yes, that's correct.
Does that include the clearance fee?
Yes, it does.
So he is going to pay today on this one. $383. So that won't cover his clearance fee. He should have then, after that, he should have 200, wait a minute. Should have $222 left. And on that one, on file 365A, he owes 296, right?
That is correct.
And that includes the clearance fee?
Let me pull that up. Yes, it does.
All right, you pay 223 now on that. You still owe the clearance fee on that, and you're still gonna owe the clearance fee on the other one. That I think is gonna wipe him out. So now he's got, on the other case, he owes 362, which includes the clearance fee. So he's gonna pay $317, did you say tomorrow?
He can pay $300 tomorrow, Your Honor. You can also pay $300 every 2 weeks thereafter. That's when he gets paid.
He won't need that. So he can, I'll tell you what, you pay 300 tomorrow on file 335C, and I'll waive the other $17 or $18.
Thank you, Your Honor.
but still has to pay the clearance fees on all these. So then he'll have to come back and pay clearance fees of $45 on each of these. Okay, if my math was in there, Heather, don't leave. Let's make sure we got everything right. I think I did it right though. Okay, do you understand? Go down and talk to my judicial clerk. I think we got everything under control here. Thank you.
I-
Joanne, come on up here. Deerfield Estates versus Emilio Castillo. This is 2600528. All right, Ollie, your name?
Once again, for the record, Your Honor, Daniel Land, number 8357.
All he said was have payment. I thought you gave me another excuse as to why you didn't.
Oh, no, we did. I was advised not to pay during that time period because I was being evicted and
You were not advised by me, you were advised by, hang on. Part of the issue here was, as I recall it, was that there was a termination of tenancy action. So your client wasn't going to accept the payment, I think. Is that not what I heard, or am I misunderstanding?
we went through terms, an eviction due to rent. Judge Hessen ordered me to pay on the 26th of December. I paid, judge was not, payment was not applied till somewhere around the 3rd, because they were waiting on word from the court of the process we just went through. So when I contacted an attorney, they had advised me to not pay until judgment.
Your Honor, and I think, just so the record is clear, I think Mr. Castillo got bad legal advice. Because pursuant to MCLA 600.5779, when a termination case is pending, the tenant is still required to pay rent. So I'm not sure why he was given the advice that he was given, but the advice was incorrect. I'd also note, just so the record is clear, Mr. Castillo last had a zero balance in December of 2024. He came close in October of 25. He came close again. Well, he hasn't been close since then.
Yeah, but let me go back to what you just said. The landlord cannot accept payment when they've started a termination of tenancy action.
No, the law actually allows it. 600.5779.
Well, wait a minute. What about the Park Forest case? That was never, was it?
Park Forest does say that if the landlord accepts rent and leads a tenant to believe that
Right.
that's going to resolve things.
You have to take your hat off, sir.
But with that being said, 600.5779, which applies to manufactured home parks. So
Okay.
the termination action is pending, tenant is still required to pay.
Because there's a little difference in the,
And
he
I
owned the property is the point.
Park Forest, I believe, was an apartment complex.
Right, right. Okay. Well, look, I'm gonna set aside the default judgment. He's got the money to pay you.
May I inquire whether it's in certified funds?
I have it in my bank right now. It's in cash and I can turn it into money orders.
Did you bring it with you
I have it right now. I can
in
withdraw it.
cash?
I have.
Wait a minute. Did you bring it in cash?
Not bring all the way to cash, no, I have it on debit card in my bank account right now.
You don't listen to me very well. Come on. I thought you were gonna bring the money with you. I don't want him sitting around here. Why aren't you listening to me? I mean, I've gone out to the property and looked at it twice early in the mornings with my court officer. How are you gonna take care of this now? When can you be back with the money?
So
Well, what's immediately?
go obtain the money orders and come right back.
I don't know where you're gonna get the money orders. Where are you going?
I'm going to go if you want. I can go to the bank.
You can't get the Walmart on Allen Road, man.
Yeah.
So I don't want this guy waiting around here all day.
I can be back
Within an hour?
within the hour.
It's 10 minutes to 11 right now. What time are you gonna be back?
Be back in.
You don't listen very well. You do not listen very well. I told you to bring the money with you. These guys got better things to do. I'm setting aside the default judgment. But you don't have the money to pay right now, and I find that you owe the money. How much are you asking? I'm gonna give you a judgment again. That's what I'm gonna do, and we're gonna start the writ date over.
Very well, Your Honor.
Give me your-
Current balance is $3,168.91. And I believe that that does not include the court costs. I'm checking now. No, it does not include the cost of 187.07. So that's going to take us to $3,355.98.
I'm giving
3,355.
them a judgment. I'm giving them a writ date of April the. It's gotta be the 13th. So I'm setting aside the default judgment. Judgment. My possession judgment will enter 3355.40.98, and the writ date will be April 13th. You got to get him the money. I don't know why you don't listen to me very well, Mr. Castillo. I mean, if you didn't know how to fill out the motion, you should have inquired. You could have inquired of me. I would have explained it. Then you could have inquired of the civil department. Instead, you left. I told you to bring the money here. You come here with not enough money. I mean, you got to listen better and stop paying these guys so late. That's it. Thank you. You're going to prepare a judgment today?
Your Honor, we will file a judgment. I call my office right away.
Thank you very much. Have a great time.
Thank
Enjoy
you.
yourself. Nice to meet you. All right. Kimberly Marie Galasha. 25W835-356. Is Mr. Crawford out there?
He's not on Zoom.
Where is Kimberly Marie Galasha?
He's not answering.
Is she in the building, Heather?
She has not been on Zoom, Judge, so I would say yes.
All right. Galasha, Gallotia. Looks like the warrant was canceled today, so she must have come in. Hello? Hello? Is this Vince or Will? Vince, will you do me a favor? Find Mr. Crawford, tell him to come in. And if they're in yell out a name, Kimberly Galasha. She needs to come into the courthouse. It looks like she was here. We canceled the warrant this morning.
Oh, okay.
Okay, thanks. Bye.
She must be walking.
Yeah, I think she is a walk-in.
Yeah, and if she was, I did not get the file, Judge, so I apologize. I did not know
You're
this name.
fine. No, I think she wants to come in because the warrant was canceled. Mr. Crawford have another case of our.
He's working on a couple, but I don't know what he's doing, so he can want to answer your phone. He's got Brian Smolinski. Here.
Mr. Crawford in there? Okay. All right, thank you. Thank you. Bye.
You call it.
He said Mr. Crawford just left there.
It's just sitting right next to him.
Oh, Mr. Haynes is ready on these two.
Did you have fun?
I did.
Good.
Did you?
I wasn't involved. Yeah,
That's great.
good. Glad to hear that. All right. Are these
Yep.
people against Bryce Isaiah Jacobs? 25 WA 40947A and B.
Yeah, good morning, please support her with me, Bryce Jacobs, and the reports in randomly with full readings.
Okay, sir, is that what you want to do?
Yeah,
Your name?
Bryce Jacobs.
All right, so I'll enter a not guilty plea. We have two charges here. Possession of a concealed weapon, so I'm indicating he stands mute on both. We have possession of concealed weapon under count one. I understand he's going to plead guilty to that. That will be under the Home Vehicle Trainee Act. And then as to count two, that's going to be dismissed, true?
Yes.
Is that what you want to do, sir?
Yeah.
All right, if you plead guilty here to this, the possible penalties are up to 500 fines, 90 days jail, costs are all those. I'll take your plea under HIDA. I'll set terms and conditions after I order a pre-sentence report. If you're compliant with those at the end of the specified period, the case would be dismissed. And it would be a non-public record only. Do you understand that? Did you sign, read, and understand and advice of rights form here today? If you plead guilty, you'll be giving up all those rights, and we're not going to have a hearing or a trial. Do you understand that? All right. To the charge possession of a concealed weapon, how do you plead? On November 29 to 25 at 4:10 in the morning, were you on Westner, Godeth, and Woodhaven in a motor vehicle?
Yes.
And did you have a concealed weapon?
Yes.
That was not a locked container and it was under the seat. Is that true?
Yes.
Loose?
Yes.
You didn't have a concealed pistol permit, correct?
Yeah. I didn't.
Are you on probation or parole? You got to answer for me.
No.
Anybody force you to plead guilty?
No.
Okay, I'm gonna accept your plea to that charge under count one. I'm going to dismiss count two on motion of the prosecutor. I'm gonna order a pre-sentence report. And then we'll have you back here for sentencing. Let me just double check something here. Yeah, give me 1 second, please. I never set bond conditions. Yeah. Were you ever printed on this case? You weren't fingerprinted, were you?
Yeah, I was.
No, let me just double check. Heather, can you double check that for me? I don't see the CCH in here. I see his traffic record. It's probably in the other file. I'm
Okay,
gonna
I'll run it
continue your
record.
bond. I'm gonna continue your bond to $300 on the 9478 case. I've dismissed the B, so I'm transferring that over to the A file. So essentially, you're gonna have 5,010% on the A file. You cannot leave the state without the consent of the court. You cannot violate any law or ordinance. You must appear in court as directed. No contact with prosecution witnesses. You're not to possess firearms. You're not to possess dangerous weapons. Do you understand all of that?
Yes.
All right. Okay, so I'm ordering a pre-sentence report. Those are your bond conditions. Again, you can't leave the state. You understand that, true
Yeah.
as well?
Yeah.
All right, I'm gonna give you a sentence date. When will that be, Heather?
We could do April 15th at 8:30.
All right. Good with you guys? April 15th
Yes.
at 8:30. How long are you gonna be here, Mr. Haynes?
My last day is next.
Can you do a court to school for me at Trenton High School? I'd love to have you.
What day?
April 30th. Is it the 30th?
Yes. at 9 o'clock.
No. Okay, we'll do April 15th then. Go ahead.
Judge, I'm sorry, I just ran his record and I'm not showing that he was printed.
They.
We'll do April 15th at 8:30. And you have to go over to get fingerprinted and photographed. I don't have an order. I'm writing it on the bond sheet.
They did that to me 2 times. They fingerprinted me.
Call over there, Heather, make sure something didn't happen, but you otherwise, either way, you're gonna have to go over there unless she tells you you don't have to because there was a mistake and they have the prints taken. So you're gonna have to be over there by 1 PM today, okay? Do you understand that?
Is your print order still in the file, Judge, also?
Do not see it.
Okay.
I do not see it, but let me double check the other one. No, there was never a print order put in here, I don't think.
Let me see if there was one printed too. That'll tell me.
So you'd have to go over there by 1. If she tells you you don't, that's fine, okay? And then she can go down the hall, get your notice, and over to probation where you will be interviewed, okay? Pre-sentence report. Anything else? Good luck, sir. Thank you. Did you ever find Galasha?
She's not in the building. You can check in with me, so I don't know what. Never checked in the front.
I don't know what happened on that.
Yeah. One more, right? Yeah.
You got something?
Just got it going.
What's that?
Just filed,
I put one more on the
but he's filed the bond. Do you need to review this now before I do anything? So do
You
you
want to
want
speak to the prosecutor?
Okay. Yeah. Okay, I'm bring cards down for you.
Okay.
Okay. I know, right, he's gotta go get the $25 fee and bring that back, but I just didn't know if you need to.
Okay.
Okay,
Thanks.
yep,
Yes.
yeah.
Thank you.
Kimberly Marie Galash, 25W835356. Your name?
William Burke on behalf of the city of Woodhaven.
I'm confused. She hasn't been here. We canceled the warrant today. I've been calling her. She isn't here. You filled out a
Is
dismissal.
this the loitering in a controlled substance house, Judge?
You said controlled substance tested negative.
Correct.
Now
This
they
is
press.
off the docket. The defendant is not here. The warrant has been already withdrawn,
How-
I believe, from what I understand. So this, in essence, is a housekeeping motion to null and cross, Judge.
Okay, good enough. I thought so, but I didn't know, how did the warrant end up being canceled? Because you asked for the file?
That I do not, I think that was correct.
Okay, that was the only thing that confused me. Your motion, case dismissed.
Thank you, Judge.
Thank you very much. All right, what else do you have? You have, come on up here, ma'am. Alexis, Rachel, Leanne, Seiler, 26W840618A and B. Ma'am, your name?
Alexis Rachel Ann Filer.
All right, so I have an operating with the presence of drugs and a resist and obstruct. I'm entering not guilty pleas indicating defendant stands mute. So all we're gonna do then is set this for a we're just setting this for a picture. Just surprised they filled this out, cost of recovery. $1,000 personal bond. You cannot leave the state without the consent of the court or violate any law or ordinance. You must appear in court as directed. Did you get fingerprinted, ma'am?
Yes, sir.
$1,000 personal bond. No alcohol, no illegal drugs, no marijuana. You cannot leave the state. You cannot violate a law. You must appear in court as directed. If you want a court-appointed lawyer going forward, you're gonna have to fill out a petition for one, okay? And we'll give you a court date on this one out of Woodhaven. Heather, for when?
That'll be April 15th at 9:45.
April 15th at 9:45. Do you understand that, ma'am?
Yes, sir.
All right. Anything else?
No,
Good luck to you, ma'am. Again, if you want a petition for a court-appointed lawyer, you're gonna have to fill one out, okay?
In a courtroom built on justice, every decision carries weight far beyond the walls of the court. Today, the law was not only enforced, it was understood with wisdom and humanity. The judge looked beyond mistakes and recognized effort, growth, and the fight to rebuild a life. That is the power of true justice. Not just punishment, but fairness guided by compassion. The courtroom became a place where hope still mattered, where second chances were earned, and where respect for the law stood stronger than ever. Moments like these remind us why justice systems exist: to protect, guide, and give people a path forward.